Good morning, everybody. How's it going? This video might be a little dark. It's 6:02 a.m. Let's go video. So I just want to prove it was me, obviously. Anyway, how y'all doing? I was gonna make an AI joke, but then I was like, you know what? I'll just leave it. Anyway, how y'all doing? How's it going? Another day, another dollar. Happy Thursday. How's this week going? It's been a long week. I'm glad it's Thursday. Oh my gosh. Anyway, happy October. Happy fall and happy Halloween month if you celebrate. Y'all got any spooky plans? Y'all got any fall festivus plans? I don't know, if you don't celebrate Halloween and you just celebrate like fall festivities, do you wait until Thanksgiving? I mean, it usually starts getting cold after Halloween over here in San Antonio, Texas. So anyway, yeah. I see the devastation of the hurricanes, which I guess I have two political points, topics of discussion. I wouldn't really say points or arguments. Just, again, topic of discussions today. Just as good morning. You can see him because of his tail and the part where he scratches on his side, poor thing. Anyway, so my two political topics of discussion today, I guess, have to do with this this green energy type situation. Let's say the dangers of big oil. How can you claim to be an environmentalist if you don't go green? You gotta drain the oil companies of their money, of their business, and you gotta go green. Benjo. And my point to that is, especially with stuff that like Hurricane Helene that just happened. I mean, what are you talking about? Go green. You're talking about all these car dealerships going electric, which is battery. I mean, gas cars have batteries, but like I guess there's another battery, a better battery. My mom has a hybrid, and then it's kind of like a computer kind of thing, where it says she has a Tuscan. I post it all the time on my Instagram, so y'all probably know it better than I do. Tuscan something. And it says like, oh, you're having this fuel efficiency because it's like going off the battery or something. But anyway, my main point about all this is to maybe put this, introduce this topic better, is I'm not too sure about this whole going green situation? Is there, how does that help with flooding? I guess is how I'll start that. Is there going green infrastructure? Because I know Boston Mayor Michelle Wu, she was like, we're building all this green infrastructure. I'm not really too sure what that meant, other than money is being invested in building homes going green. So, and how does that help with the flooding situation? Do these green homes, are they just as susceptible to flooding damage as a regular home that hasn't gone green? And I guess as far as going green, I'm not sure where satellites fit in, right? You know, we got cell towers and everything, and if there's flooding, if there's damage to them, you know, might need satellite usage. So are we gonna get a going green report for all these Starlink satellites? So obviously the manufacturing process included, obviously, right? Then we got these wind turbines, and are they just gonna offset the carbon emissions? I think, which is the term used in public discourse today. Those wind turbines offset the carbon emission used for making and installing them. You know, we have all these. This is what I've been saying. So I think the climate has always been changing. You study ecology and weather and stuff in a higher education type situation. And I don't know if even in public school these days, because you know how they say that usually it's what one generation learned in a certain grade, the next generations learn in like an earlier grade or something like that. I mean, you can only go so far, right? You're not gonna have a little kid doing calculus or nothing like that. Banjo, let's go. I don't see anybody. But you know, you get into like a science, probably not meteorology, but you get into higher education of oh, there's somebody. I think somebody's out there with us. You notice how these cars are not parked in the right houses, right? These two cars belong to that house over there. But obviously you see them parked in these two other houses' driveways. Benjo's right here. So anyway, climate changes, and I think what I've been saying is I think, Benjo, you gotta wait. As far as energy production and as far as economy and as far as military readiness, which I know was kind of a thing in 2021 and 2022. This is the what the hell? What did I do? I'm literally on the sidewalk. Did you even see the person? I heard somebody. I didn't see any of them. See, like I said, I'm on the sidewalk, walking my dog. He drives up close to here, not utilizing any part of the street. You can't honk at me from the other side of the street. You have to drive up close to me and honk to me. Absolutely ridiculous. It is 6:13 a.m. here in San Antonio, Texas, on this NISD school bus route. Okay, I'm just going to emphasize that it doesn't have a regular schedule like a Monday through Friday. It's an irregular NISD school bus route schedule. Anyway, so yeah, meteorology, you're probably not going to learn about this kind of science like this, but as far as weather and climate zones, weather zones in certain areas, things change over time. What one area of climate can change over the years, right? Benji, let's go. Are there things that endanger the environment? Sure. But like I said, as far as storing energy, as far as having a product. Benji, let's go. Way to wake up all the neighbors, huh? See, they gotta do it. I'm gonna go running this morning and just count that as part of my morning run. That's what they're gonna do. Am I supposed to know them? I don't know who that is. Anyway. Anyway, so as far as having oil and gas, I think is important. Obviously, there needs to be, it's a dangerous job, and there's always ways to improve upon, right? But as far as going green, I'm just wondering where the benefits are when natural disasters do happen. It's one thing to say, oh, climate change, carbon emissions, and then we have these natural disasters. You know, it's like you're just gonna blame some theory that's already happened, and that's that. You get a green microwave and you're gonna do good. You're gonna be fine. So that's my one topic of discussion. My other topic of discussion, political topic of discussion, was abortion. I know 45 has been asked I don't know if directly during the debate about a national abortion ban, but he's definitely said handing it to the states is what he did and what he believes in. And so I thought it was very interesting how during the VP debate he truthed. Let's go, Benjo. Look, they're crazy, okay? They're just, side note, they're crazy. I don't know what I did. I did everything you tell me, what did I do to elicit such a response like that? So, there's a helicopter. So anyway, a second topic of discussion. I'm gonna let my puppy in. 1 second. Okay, so as far as Roe v. Wade, being the Supreme Court case, I think from the 70s, making abortion a federal issue. He's always been, even in, I think in 2016, been it needs to be a state's issue. So I was scrolling through the View's Twitter, and I saw, oh, Trump, the headline on the video said, Trump changes his stance on abortion. So I said, might as well take this time this morning, this Thursday, this long week for me. I don't know, hopefully not for y'all. Obviously a long week for that guy. But anyway, unbeknownst to me. Anyway, said Trump reversed his position on abortion. And what they were referring to was the truth he posted during the VP debate about if there is a national abortion ban bill put on the president's desk, office of the president's desk, if he's in office, he would not sign it. He would not put his signature on a national abortion ban, which I think is very interesting as far as this whole concept goes. He has stated his personal beliefs about abortion. I know in 2020, a lot of the Democrats, which they say Democrats, obviously the more liberal aspects of the abortion issue, in 2020, they were all in consensus about it. All like 10 plus 20 Democrat presidential nominees, candidates, were all in consensus. I don't think one of them deviated from that standard set of, I hate to say regulations, but I guess that's what it is. I know was it the ABC debate? Lindsay, whatever her last name is, kept pressing him on it, and I said, well, he answered the question. It should be a state's thing, and which brings me to this this whole issue of obviously when you're the president, but what I really admire about 45 is they talk all the time about like him being a dictator and all of this stuff, but there's an executive branch, there's a legislative branch, and there's a judicial branch, and he seems to as far as who has what authority, he seems to really respect all that. And if you don't like me using that word, I don't know why, but if another word for that is be conscientious, aware of the bounds and limits of each branch. And so I think it's very interesting to, I don't know where y'all are from, but I've seen several commercials about like female doctors saying they can't, going against Ted Cruz because of the abortion restrictions in Texas. And so obviously I think that it's a very interesting move as far as a national abortion ban getting on his desk and stuff like that. He stated that answer during the VP debate, which I don't know if some of the ladies on The View, of course the ladies, on The View, they always want to put all of this on Trump. Something bad happens, put it on Trump, put it on 45. That's what you do, right? That's the go-to. Um, but you make it a state issue. What are you doing? That's now Congress. Your Congress representative, the representation in both houses, both chambers in Congress, uh, is now their responsibility. Um, uh, I say responsibility. What I mean there is like attention, really. I said if there's any, that's Gypsy. If there's any kind of political um, fallout, um, we should, if we didn't know who our senator was, our representatives are, um, then I guess this turning the abortion issue over to the states certainly gives us um, a pathway, a topic of discussion, conversation of these issues instead of just blaming it on one person. So we talk about how the United States government is one of the biggest governments in the entire world. I think if not the biggest. And some of the ladies on The View are more than happy to be intellectually lazy and put that entire issue on 45 Trump. So those are the two topics I wanted to discuss. I said it actually hurts the issue of abortion, and what I'm assuming your stance is, if you put everything on 45, when that's just not the political landscape that's going on. If you can't think beyond Trump 45, you're hurting the issues that you claim to care about, is my argument there. He handed it over to the states. When he was in the office as president, he hasn't been governor of any state. He hasn't been representative or senator of any state. He's been president, and that's what he said. So yeah, those are my two thoughts. As far as going green, I'm not sure what that means more in a time of crisis. I know I went to a San Antonio kind of neighborhood thing, and they were all talking about going green, and they had this whole program in which people were employed. They weren't volunteers. I tweeted about it and posted about it at the time when it happened. And it's something about resiliency, and it was like moments during natural disasters and stuff like that. And I can't really remember much about it. I remember thinking, like, this is silly. I wonder how much she gets paid. But anyway, as far as this going green goes, carbon emissions aside, we can have this conversation with the greenhouse gas effect and carbon emissions aside. Maybe we can talk about that at another point in time, at a future date. But now I'm just wondering, as far as going green and all that, what does that mean in moments of natural disasters and stuff like that? Which goes to my point about this is humans have been adapting to their environment as long as we've been humans. So this being able to adapt and I don't want to say predict, but just be prepared for natural disasters, whatever they may be, flooding, heat, whatever. Possibility of power outages. What is the going green response to that? Because I know in Houston with Hurricane Harvey in 2017, there was tons of flooding because of the levees. Even though there was levees, it didn't properly address the hurricane issue there. and from the last I saw, there wasn't much done about it. So, yeah, those are my two topics of discussion today. Handing the abortion issue to the states, and going green. What does going green mean in, I guess, overall, and especially in the moments after a natural disaster? So, um, yeah, those are my two topics of discussions. And also, I think it's very interesting, about this whole, oh, he changed his stance type situation. But as far as addressing that, I'm just going to go with, he always said it should be a state's issue. So he's always stated his personal beliefs about it. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about today. It's 6:29 a.m. in case you're wondering about the helicopter. So, good morning, everybody. Another day, another dollar. I'm gonna go play with my puppy and the other little puppy. And I'm gonna have to go to H-E-B again, but it's a thing. Anyway, y'all have a good one. I'll talk to y'all later. Another day, another dollar. Happy Thursday.